Hey, adrenaline junkies. Welcome to Mind Rush. Get ready to dive into heart-pounding chases, jaw-dropping action, and the most thrilling moments caught on camera. Let's get your heart racing. On May 11th, 2023, in Atlanta, Georgia, undercover Atlanta police units and the aviation unit tracked a stolen purple Dodge Challenger moving near H.E. Holmes Drive and Log Haven Drive. The vehicle had already fled from Trooper George earlier that day, so officers knew this driver wasn't new to running. As the Challenger turned onto Collier Road at high speed, a trooper activated lights and siren to initiate a stop. The driver ignored the signal and immediately committed to another escape attempt.
Right now, we're on traffic over there, so that's all. They're okay.
Got two APD units behind you as well.
Alright, 41, still westbound, opposite lanes on MLK, coming up I-5, 285. Alright, crossing over the interstate, still westbound on MLK. Almost 1050, sideways east.
ACIC raised at 5021.
Vehicle lost a tire pit maneuver. Driver's felon, black male, Monroe, hoodie, running northbound into the wood line. He's going to be behind 3379 MLK, Heavy Woods.
After striking a raised center median curb, the Challenger spun out, but the driver quickly regained control and tried to flee again. A pursuing officer made contact with the right rear fender, forcing the vehicle off the roadway and ending the chase. Both the driver and passenger immediately bailed out and ran on foot, but officers quickly caught up and placed them under arrest. The driver was identified as Jarius Simpson, with Cameron Mathis riding as the passenger. The stolen Challenger and its occupants were turned over to Atlanta police, ending another short-lived attempt at freedom. Charges fleeing and eluding, reckless driving, running red lights, failure to obey traffic control devices, possession of stolen vehicle. A stolen muscle car bought a few minutes of speed, but not an escape. The Challenger lived up to its name, just not the outcome.
Get out of the car! Get out of the car! Get out of the car!
On November 29, 2025, in Horry County, South Carolina, a South Carolina state trooper spotted a gray SUV speeding northbound on SC 31 at 81 miles per hour in a 65 zone. The trooper activated emergency lights near Robert Grissom Parkway, expecting a routine traffic stop. Instead, the driver ignored the signal and continued on to SC 22, making it clear this wasn't going to end with a warning ticket.
Speed's 85.
got an hour or two. We're trying to get fixed right here at the river. We're around the corner before 905. It pulled back on, got fixed. He's trying to get it.
Florence, he's driving backwards on primary. He just tried to hit a counter unit. I'm going to take the vehicle out.
Take him out.
Stop! Get out! Get your hands up! Stay in the vehicle! Stay in the car! You got him? You got him? I'm gonna go clear the car.
As officers deployed stop sticks near the bridge, the suspect abruptly turned his vehicle and intentionally drove toward Corporal Dozier, forcing the officer to jump over a guardrail to avoid being struck. Seeing the immediate threat, a trooper rammed the SUV to disable it, but the driver shifted into reverse and continued fleeing backward down the roadway. Corporal Lane attempted a pit maneuver, spinning the SUV, yet the suspect kept trying to escape. With the vehicle still being used as a weapon and approaching a primary highway, officers struck the SUV again, sending both vehicles into a roadside ditch. The driver bailed out and ran, but after a short foot pursuit, he was tackled and taken into custody. He was transported to the hospital with minor injuries before being booked into jail. The chase stopped, but his problems didn't. Charges: speeding, failure to stop for blue lights, operating uninsured, improper tag, resisting arrest, attempted murder. What began as a speeding violation quickly turned into an attack on law enforcement. He managed to outrun common sense, but not the consequences. On January 6, 2024, in Webster County, Georgia, a trooper running stationary radar on GA 520 clocked a blue Chevrolet Malibu speeding at 76 miles per hour in a 55 zone. Emergency lights were activated as the trooper attempted a traffic stop near milepost 4. The driver briefly entered a turn lane as if preparing to stop, but instead accelerated back onto the highway. What looked like hesitation quickly turned into a full-speed escape.
Very sweet and straight away about Yelpers. Let me see if I can't get to the kid on it. Merritt's he's blocking the kid.
36, I'm on 520, you on 536.
Yeah, 36, 36. All right, Max, we got good stick, good stick.
The suspect ran directly over the stop sticks, but kept pushing forward despite damaged tires. Even with failing traction, the driver continued fleeing as if momentum alone would solve the problem.
10-4, 10-4, we got tire, rear tire down on the right side.
Turn there, yes.
We got front right tire down. We got 2 tires down.
Turn there, check.
America, we're still rolling. We're coming in the Dawson, see if they can't do it real quick. Pit. Show me your goddamn hand! Give me a reason! Roll down your window! Give me a reason.
I'm not.
Hey,
I'm not.
unbuckle your seatbelt, fall out on the fucking ground. Anything stupid. You understand me?
I got you.
You're
I got you.
crawl across that seat.
You can drive him.
I don't give a shit.
Let me do it. You want to
Put it in park.
Fall across.
Near milepost 11, with traffic and pedestrians nearby, the pursuing trooper executed a pit maneuver, sending the Malibu across the westbound lanes and into a ditch. The driver attempted to pull back onto the roadway, but officers pinned the vehicle and ended the pursuit. With weapons drawn, commands were given, and the driver exited through the passenger door stating he had a gun. Officers secured him safely and recovered a Taurus 9mm pistol beneath him, later confirmed stolen. Signs of alcohol and marijuana use were observed, whiskey was found inside the vehicle, and a blood sample was taken by EMS before the driver was transported to jail. The chase ended with flat tires, stolen property, and nowhere left to run. Charges: fleeing and eluding, speeding, reckless, driving under the influence, theft by receiving stolen property, possession of marijuana, open container of alcohol. A speeding stop turned into a 130 miles per hour run across 2 counties. He tried to outrun the stop, but drove straight into a longer list of charges. On September 14, 2025, in Atlanta, Georgia, TFC Brown conducted a traffic stop on a white Chrysler 300 Hellcat near Connolly Drive and MLK Drive.
Hey, he's fleeing! He's going southbound!
As the trooper stepped out to approach the vehicle, the driver suddenly took off southbound without warning. Emergency lights activated as the Hellcat blasted away and merged onto Interstate 20 West. What started as a routine stop instantly turned into a horsepower problem.
10-3-10-7-3-7-1-3, what's your plate?
We're 20 West, it's 114, I'm primary.
Clear, 114, primary, 20 West.
It's a white Chrysler 300.
Clear, 114, 300.
Getting off on J-Lo.
Clear, 10-50.
God damn! Hey, get out the way! God damn it! Go ahead, get it, go! You good.
Woo! Shit, don't bottom out right there like I did.
The Hellcat accelerated aggressively along I-20 before exiting toward the JLO area, weaving through traffic at high speed. The driver squeezed between vehicles, clipping a driver's side mirror and continuing without hesitation. Officers followed as the suspect pushed through city streets, running through traffic with complete disregard for surrounding drivers. Turning onto Lawton Street and then Cascade Road, the vehicle entered residential streets where speeds stayed high and decisions got riskier by the second.
Alright, you might get a left turn. Hey, right turn. One of y'all stay on Cascade. He's gonna go back to Cascade. Right turn on Chatham. Huh?
I ain't mean to get in your damn way.
Nah, you good, man. It's just I'm a little bit more aggressive driver.
I know it.
As the pursuit moved deeper into the neighborhood, officers briefly lost visual contact with the Hellcat after multiple rapid turns. Despite coordinated attempts to reposition units along Cascade Road and nearby streets, the driver managed to disappear from sight. The suspect avoided immediate capture, leaving behind damaged property and a trail of reckless driving across Atlanta roadways. Sometimes the fastest car wins the moment, but not the case. Investigators later identified the vehicle through its tag information, ensuring the driver's problems were only delayed, not avoided. On May 13, 2023, in Atlanta, Georgia, Trooper A. Matthews was finishing a traffic stop along I-85 near North Druid Hills Road when a dark sport motorcycle blasted past at a speed well above the limit. The trooper pulled back onto the interstate and caught up as the rider exited onto State Route 400 North. Emergency lights came on for a traffic stop, but the rider glanced back and immediately accelerated. It was clear this wasn't going to be a quick roadside conversation.
Alright, stay in south. Connector south. They're on 85 south. Far right shoulder. Check with Phoenix. Back of another car, and we're still staying connector south. HOV lane. They're right. Gonna take 75, taking 75. Clear the right lane, about 675 northbound. Going 75 north. They're on 65 north, 85 south.
The motorcycle pushed north on State Route 400 at high speed, weaving through traffic and improperly passing vehicles in the same lane before exiting at Lenox Road. After a sudden U-turn, the rider jumped back onto SR 400 South and continued riding aggressively, showing no signs of slowing down. The pursuit flowed on to I-85 South and then merged onto I-75 North, with the bike leaning hard through traffic while maintaining dangerous speeds. Whatever confidence the rider had, it was being tested with every curve ahead.
Alright, we're north of north side, number 3 lane, going back over to HOV lane. There's north side, third lane, going back to HOV. way over the number two lane. Moving all the way over to the right, I believe. They might be trying to take Moore's Mill. Yep, taking Moore's Mill. Get the f*** up! Roll over! Hands behind your back!
While attempting to take the Moores Mill Road exit ramp, the rider entered a right-hand curve too fast, ran off the roadway, and lost control of the motorcycle. The bike overturned, ejecting the rider into the grassy median, where he quickly sat up and raised his hands. Trooper Matthews approached with commands, and the rider complied without further resistance before being taken into custody. A passing registered nurse stopped to assist while EMS was requested, and officers soon noticed a strong odor of alcohol, along with bloodshot, watery eyes. The rider admitted drinking at a Formula Drift event and refused a chemical test after being read Georgia's implied consent notice. Due to medical concerns, he was transported to Grady Memorial Hospital for treatment, ending the ride with a trauma admission instead of a victory lap. Charges: fleeing and eluding, reckless driving, driving under the influence, speeding improper, passing a high-speed run across Atlanta highways, ended on an exit ramp and in a hospital bed. He chased the adrenaline, but found handcuffs waiting at the finish line. On January 25, 2024, in Atlanta, Georgia, a trooper received a stolen vehicle alert for a beige Chevrolet Malibu with New Jersey plates near Camp Creek Marketplace. While traveling along Commerce Drive, the trooper spotted a vehicle matching the description and turned around to investigate. As soon as the patrol car pulled in behind it, the Malibu suddenly fled from a parking lot.
10-4, show. You with the 1050, let's hit 85 south, 75.
713 Atlanta hold 10-3. I got a stolen tag on the Malibu, BJ's Club, 1080. It's great Chevy Malibu. Go ahead, contact East Point if you can. Tag is going to be Victor 90 Sam John Tom out of New Jersey, V90. We're over here by Target and the Marketplace. Stand by. We almost lost it.
What's your location?
Shelby Lane coming up to Lowe's off of Commerce.
Shelby Lane and Commerce.
Alright, we're going to be in the Lowe's parking lot.
In the Lowe's parking lot. Okay, come on, call it. We're back to the Lowe's parking lot for time, guys. Very nice, let's go. Alright, 114 secondary. Eastbound on Cat Creek, coming up 285. 715, 714. Hold on.
I can't get it.
Eastbound on Cat Creek, coming up 285. Southbound. 25 southbound. 713, I'll hold on traffic so you can get that up here right here. 713, I'm coming behind you. We're southbound on 285. Mile out Loxer Road. On the left shoulder, drive right.
The Malibu tore through Camp Creek Marketplace, blowing past stop signs and cutting across busy parking lots while dodging traffic. The driver crossed multiple roadways, sped along Shelby Lane, and even drove through a Lowe's parking lot before returning to Commerce Drive. The pursuit continued on to Camp Creek Parkway and eventually southbound on I-285, with the driver making aggressive maneuvers and refusing every opportunity to stop. At this point, the escape plan looked more improvised than intelligent.
Okay, you can watch your road.
Oh, okay. 1050. He just blew 2 tires. Stand by.
We got my watch the road. Flat tires, pink flat tires. And look at the wood block.
Pit.
Wood block.
Yeah, I got him. Let him go. Let him go. Okay. Get on the damn ground. Get on the ground. Okay, I'm on the ground. Get on the ground. Roll over. Roll over. Roll over. I can't. My head. I can't. Oh, quit doing dumb. Yeah. You're gonna get it again. You're gonna get it again. I got another car. Put your fucking hands out. Behind your back. Okay. Put your hands out. We're getting one in custody.
After exiting near Washington Road, the driver lost control and jumped a raised divider but continued fleeing. Once in a safe position, the trooper executed a pit maneuver on the passenger side, spinning the Malibu and disabling the vehicle. The driver immediately bailed out and ran, prompting a foot pursuit. An initial taser deployment was unsuccessful, but after a second attempt and assistance from TFC Camarade, the taser connected and the suspect fell to the ground. The driver was identified as Marquavius Tarek Beasley, whose license was canceled and who was already wanted for multiple crimes in Fulton and Clayton counties. He was taken into custody and transported to the Clayton County Jail. The chase ended exactly where it was always headed. Charges: fleeing and eluding, possession of stolen vehicle, reckless driving, driving with canceled license, resisting arrest. A stolen car, a crowded shopping center, and a desperate escape attempt ended with a taser ride and outstanding warrants catching up fast. He ran from the alert, but couldn't outrun his record. On November 24, 2025, Connecticut State Police attempted to stop a speeding Honda Accord with incorrect license plates in Montville. Instead of pulling over, the driver fled onto Interstate 395, reaching speeds near 120 miles per hour.
I think they're coming behind you. It's a good pit, and we're going to be continuing speed 35 miles an hour. And the second person into the guardrail. It's a good pit, and we're going to be continuing speed 35 miles an hour. And the second person into the guardrail.
Don't move! Let me see your hands! I will shoot you in the head! I will shoot you in the head! Don't fucking move! Don't fucking move! That's the driver! Don't ever fucking move! I will you. Get the on the ground! Get on your stomach! Get on your stomach! Get on your stomach! You're gonna get bigger! Get on your stomach!
After receiving authorization from a supervising sergeant, Trooper Blanchette performed an intentional collision with the Accord's rear quarter panel, but the vehicle continued moving. A second intentional collision followed, sending the Accord into the center median guardrail, where it finally came to a stop. Officers approached and ordered the occupants out, and driver Jesus Santiago complied immediately and was taken into custody. Passenger Tyloin Reddick resisted briefly before a K-9 officer assisted in ending the struggle. Both suspects refused medical treatment at the scene, and the pursuit concluded with the damaged Accord resting against the guardrail. The only thing still moving was the growing list of charges. Charges: fleeing and eluding, reckless driving, improper registration plates, narcotics offenses, interfering with police. A speeding stop with the wrong plates turned into a 120 miles per hour run across Connecticut highways. The escape ended in the median and in custody. February 8, 2021, in Fulton County, Georgia, a trooper patrolling westbound on GA 166 spotted a blue motorcycle flying past at a high rate of speed. Emergency lights were activated near Stanton Road for a traffic stop, but the rider immediately accelerated instead of pulling over. The pursuit was called in as the motorcycle continued westbound toward B285. From the start, it was clear the rider had no interest in slowing down.
166 westbound, coming up on 285 in a minute.
What's your location? Availing location.
35 south.
25 south. Can I get update?
Just looking on 35. We're on 25 southbound.
The motorcycle entered I-285 southbound and quickly pushed speeds past 140 miles per hour, blasting through traffic and even passing vehicles along the shoulder. The pursuit circled the interstate at extreme speed as additional units joined in behind. The rider continued weaving through traffic with little margin for error, treating Atlanta's perimeter highway more like a racetrack than an interstate. At those speeds, every second carried serious risk for everyone involved.
Can I get update?
Still southbound past the Camp Creek.
25 southbound, Camp Creek. Can I get update?
Still southbound.
You're trying to southbound.
Up on Washington Road.
Okay.
285, still 285, coming up on Old National Highway.
285 coming up on Old National. Can I get update?
Past Riverdale Road.
Past Riverdale Road. Eastbound coming up on Old. Can I get update?
Down the road. Got one wishbone. Stand by. White clear.
Near the Conley Road overpass, the rider again attempted to pass traffic on the shoulder but struck the median wall and crashed. He jumped up and ran briefly before collapsing onto the ground, where officers moved in and took him into custody without further incident. The rider was identified as John Andrews, whose license was already suspended. A search revealed 2 bags of methamphetamine, and a VIN check confirmed the Yamaha motorcycle had been reported stolen. After being medically cleared by EMS and refusing a blood test, Andrews was transported to jail. The ride ended with sirens behind him and charges waiting ahead. Charges fleeing and eluding, reckless driving, possession of methamphetamine, driving with suspended license, possession of stolen vehicle. A 140 miles per hour escape attempt around Atlanta's perimeter ended against a concrete wall. He outran traffic for miles, but not accountability. Thanks for riding the adrenaline wave with us here at Mind Rush. If you're hungry for more heart-pounding action and edge-of-your-seat excitement, don't go anywhere, because we're just getting started. Hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more mind-blowing moments coming your way soon.